Welcome back to the TheDuphilyCrew. We're doing a little Q&A so you get to know us a little bit and who we are and what we're all about.
Yep. So I think we'll ask each other questions just to get the discussions going. And I know we have some questions from some of our followers that we'll also get to. But if you notice our shirts, you can guess by the time we filmed this.
We saw Endgame today.
Yeah, so no spoilers, but
it was awesome.
Yeah.
And that's all we're going to say.
So this is Meredith, my wife. I'm Ron. We've known each other for 21 years. Been married for 19.
Yep.
I think maybe a cool fact to share with everyone is where did we get married?
Las Vegas.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's the same chapel that Dennis Rodman and Carmen Electra got married in.
And Michael Jordan, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Little Chapel of Flowers?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. But what I liked about it was it's easy to remember the anniversary.
Yeah. Yeah.
8/8/2000.
Yep.
So all I have to do is remember the 8. And if I can't remember that, shame on me, right?
Right. Yep. And 8 is one of our lucky numbers because both our kids were born on the 28th. Different months, different years, but 28th. And we bought our house on 28th. That was awesome.
Yep. Again, things that I remember my kids' birthdays, but that's about all that I can remember. But that's a good segue to, we do have 2 kids. One's about to graduate high school, so she's 18 and will be going to college.
Actually, 18 tomorrow is her birthday.
All right. It will be going on to college. And then our son is 13 in middle school. Key fact, we're very busy on the weekends, especially during the springtime, because our son plays baseball, so he's on a travel team. So every weekend, both Saturdays and Sundays, we're usually playing double headers. Somewhere we're traveling maybe an hour, and I think it takes up about 7-8 hours of our day, just doing that. And he's playing middle school ball, which is Monday through Friday.
Yeah, and our daughter has track too, so she has track practice every day and track meet every week. So it's busy this time of year.
Yeah, but I think at some point maybe we'll sprinkle in some baseball videos just so you can see what family life is kind of like here. But we are in north central Massachusetts. We get a lot of snow.
Yep, not this year, not too much, so we were lucky.
Maybe 20 inches, 30 inches?
Yeah, altogether.
So
wasn't that bad.
Not too bad. What else? Oh, we go to Florida a couple of times a year. Or at least that's what we've been doing for the last few years. So usually during the summer, because trying to do it when the kids are on break, and during Christmas time.
Yeah.
Again, because of the kids' breaks.
The school break.
We are annual pass holders, right? To both Disney World and Universal.
Yep. And then we became DVC members a few years ago as well.
To Wilderness Lodge, Copper Creek.
Is our home resort.
Yep. So what else do you want to say?
Well, what about parks? What do we do with? Or you just want to still talk about our family life, or you want to talk about right into Disney or
whatever.
Whatever.
So before we get into, let's stick with family life. So we did have a question from Go with Kel. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'll put the Twitter and the YouTube handle down below. Is how did we come up with the names of our kids?
Oh, yes.
So do you want to start with the easy one?
Well, our son is Ronald the Third, so that was easy. That was his choice, not mine, really. But I went with it.
There was no debate or anything about that. But it's actually cool. I think now, when Robert Griffin III played football and he got drafted by the Redskins, he was known as RG3.
Yeah.
So now our son's RD3.
Yeah.
And now it's like a really cool thing, right? He likes it. So.
Yeah. And Madison, we just liked it, right?
Yeah. Well, the story behind that was the middle name's Lynn.
Yeah.
Right. So we wanted to stick with that, and our first name was Amberlyn. And hopefully, for obvious reasons, we felt that wasn't.
She was a star of inappropriate movies, so that we weren't gonna go with that one. So.
And I think we were just looking through a baby book. Being the first one, you always get that baby book, and you're looking through the names. And we kind of said to ourselves, Madison. We didn't know any Madisons.
Yeah.
Right.
But now there's literally a million Madisons.
Yeah. So the minute she was born, it was like every time we went out, all you heard is Madison, 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 and you would always be looking around.
There's probably 10 in her class at school, Madison. So.
Yep. And they all have the same nickname, Maddie.
Maddie.
So it's. But that's how we came up with the kids' names.
Yep.
So, you want to get into? So before, let's talk about Florida and Disney, because we do go there quite often. Mm-hmm. I'll throw out a question and we both can answer it.
Okay.
Is what's one of your most embarrassing moments while being on vacation?
My embarrassing? Oh, I can't remember. I don't know.
Or one about me.
Well,
one we had last year that you.
What was that? I forget.
When we had the Grinchmas breakfast.
Oh yes, we're eating at the Grinchmas breakfast, and the Grinch goes to my husband. Is that a new shirt?
And it was a shirt
of the Grinch.
Of the Grinch, right? It's a red shirt, big picture of the Grinch. I'm all happy. I'm like, I'm going to show off my new shirt to the character.
Because is that a new shirt? I like that shirt. It still had the extra large size. the ticket on it that said the size on it, because he didn't take it off.
So I felt like.
And of course, the Grinch was making fun of you for that. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then I was taking a picture, and I put my phone down, and he picked it up. The Grinch picked up my phone, and he was saying, "Oh, you left this on the whole time." And he's going, "Oh," and he's making all these faces inside my phone. It was pretty funny.
I think another one that was that I find funny, I don't know how other people would, is when our son was probably maybe he was 3, 4 at the time.
Oh no, he was older than that. It
5?
Like 7.
He was a lot younger than he is now.
Yeah.
So with little kids, you always want to go to like Chef Mickey's or something, right? And as a little kid, they just see the desserts and all you can eat desserts and ice cream, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think he was still going through a picky stage in what he wanted to eat. Mm-hmm. But desserts he would just eat all day long, right? So, like any other kid, he
ate a lot, and then and then I see the face. I'm like, oh no, we gotta go. So, and at Chef Mickey's, if you know, the bathroom is downstairs. Not very convenient if you have a kid that's gonna throw up. So we were running down the stair, and we got to the top of the stairs, and whoa, everywhere, all over the stairs, the wall, everywhere. And I'm on him, he had a white shirt on, it's all over the place. I'm like, oh my. So I yelled at a cast member, I said, we have a situation here. You might want to clean up, and then got him to the bathroom, cleaned him up, he finished that. He was fine, and as soon as he came back...
But before, as you were coming back...
Oh yeah, another kid was going down.
There's like a line of kids going down, ready to do the same thing. But right as he's coming back...
Yep, Goofy was at our table, and he just stepped right in and got the picture, and like, nothing happened.
Hugging him, and, you could see his shirt was a mess.
Yeah.
I may what I might do is I might insert the picture. I'll have to look for it, because I know...
Well, he did fix the picture. He photoshopped up the puke off his shirt, so we have a nice picture with him and Goofy, but he took the puke off the shirt.
But sure. So, that kind of embarrassing moment.
Pretty much, our kids threw up a lot of times.
Last year,
my daughter threw up right on me.
Well, you guys had food at the quick service in China.
Golden Dragon, is that? I forget the name of it.
Yeah. So my wife, we take a lot of videos, and it's Christmas time. She's taking a video. I don't know, Norway. One of the storytellers.
Yeah.
And she didn't get because of the time, she didn't have time to finish her food. And I remember she comes back. We're at a bench waiting for her, and I have her food. And how sometimes you get a little cranky with being on vacation, not having not.
It's the heat. You're walking. You're tired. You're hungry. Yeah.
I think he said something like, you guys shouldn't be so ungrateful, you know, you're just being cranky. And the next thing I know, projectile from our daughter right on my wife. And it was like for us, we thought it was like perfect karma. We're getting yelled at.
Yeah, and I also had a very bad cough that when I was down there. I was like choking cough, so I was asking for my water. I need my water, and my daughter went to hand me the water, but as she handed me my water, I used to do all over my, all over my food, all over my clothes. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
I mean, what about when we stepped into the elevator?
Oh, where, at Universal?
No, when we stayed at Bay Lake 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You know, there's just a cast member in there asking where you headed to, where you going.
Yeah, I thought he meant on what floor, the button. So he goes, where you going? And I go, 1.
No. And I think he asked twice.
Yeah.
And you're like, 1. And we're just bursting out laughing because we know, you know, he's wondering, are we going to a park? Are we going out to eat or whatever?
We're going to floor 1. That's where we're going.
But you guys know how it is. You just...
You just go and you're going and going.
You know, sometimes you just get tired from all that heat and walking around. You stay at the parks real late and then you're still up in the morning.
Yep.
I know I don't sleep much. I could go to bed at 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm still awake at 6 o'clock. And I'm ready to go.
Yeah, he's going, and we're just, but we like it.
All right, so that's embarrassing moments. I think I know how you're going to answer this one, but let's share it. Is there like one particular vacation that resonates or you will always have fond memories of?
Probably the one that we stayed down there for a month. Probably that one. Because we just didn't do the amusement parks. We did all sorts of things in Florida.
Yeah, I think it was like 2015.
Yeah.
Being at my work for 10 years, I got a month sabbatical. So I took the 4 weeks I got from that, added on some vacation time. So we spent 5 weeks in Florida. And it just, what we did was, I think we rented a house for 4 weeks. And then we stayed at Cabana Bay for that last week. It was the first time staying at Cabana Bay, but we were like, let's at least make some of it feel like a vacation. So that's how we decided to break it up. And just money-wise, trying to make it all work without costing a real lot of money. Yeah. That's what we decided to do. But that was like, you're right, that was one of the funnest things. I mean, because we did Disney a lot, and we did Universal a lot. But I remember we did Busch Gardens, which is something I don't think we ever done with the kids.
No. You did SeaWorld?
Yeah, we did SeaWorld. We went to Clearwater, so we I think we checked out the beach, but we also went to the aquarium where they dolphin tail. I mean,
dolphin tail.
I don't know the dolphin's name.
Yep, Winter.
There, and we did a boat ride on there, which was nice. We went to Hogan's Beach Club restaurant, I believe. Met Jimmy Hart, which is my son likes watching WWE, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you took pictures with them and talked to them. It was really cool.
But then we, renting a house, we also drove down to Miami, stayed there for a couple of nights, which was awesome, right? We went to the Miami Zoo one day, which I think was like one of the biggest zoos I've ever been to. And it was hot because we did this in July, August time frame.
Yeah.
But we walked around, saw I think close to 100 animals.
Yeah.
It literally took us all day from it opened to it closed to see everything. And then we went to the Florida Keys after that, which was very interesting.
It reminded me a lot about like Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket.
Yeah, so for us,
was it?
I think we had higher hopes for it than what it turned. I think we had high expectations here, and we were kind of disappointed because being in Massachusetts, we're in the New England area, we can go down to the Cape. I mean, because it reminded me as we were driving over the bridges, we were getting that feel of it being the Cape. I think we were told that this is like the greatest place to see a sunset, and I remember having my camera out ready, and I'm like, Huh.
And we were like, that was it?
Yeah. But again, I think it's because from where you used to here with the beaches and stuff like that.
I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was just different than what we expected. But it was still fun. It was still fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we ate at the first Margaritaville.
Yep.
And seeing the roosters
walking around,
the chickens walking around. I think we saw an iguana in the tree.
Oh yeah.
And then we went to the southern.
Yeah, we have it right here. This.
Yeah.
The southernmost point, and you could see Cuba almost.
I don't know.
Yeah, it says 90 miles.
Yeah, I don't think
it was that clear you could see it, but.
Unless you're Iron Man, you get those special camera lenses. But I think that was a lot of fun to go on that.
Yeah. And speaking of going down to Florida, we've stayed at different places as we went down there. We most of the time now we stay at Disney, but we've rented a house. We've stayed at off-site hotels. We've stayed at Universal and all pretty much all the Disney resorts. This is a few that we haven't stayed at. But I mean, any price range you can. Yeah,
our trips now. I mean, we'll tell you, we drive down.
Yeah.
You're right. You're afraid to fly.
Right. Well, I have anxiety of small spaces. So.
But we're hoping, fingers crossed, that one day we get to go to Disneyland, and maybe Tokyo.
I don't know about that.
But my fingers are crossed. But what we do, so essentially we drive down, we try to stay down for close to 2 weeks at a time, because if I'm going to, that's at least 21 hours of driving. And we take 2 days to drive down. But I think in the summer what we do is we stay at Universal Resort for 5 days.
Yep.
And that way we just do Universal during that time, can just relax, enjoy those parks.
Probably take 2 days each park and then do a water park, do Volcano Bay.
That's what we've been doing,
That's what we've been doing.
Which the room last year we had with I come out of bed with the review of
Volcano
Bay.
I mean, it was right there. I mean, you could hear the music and everything. It was really
You could hear the music at 10 or 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, until they shut it off. Because I think one night they forgot to shut it off because it was closed. I'm like, why do they still have the music on?
So we do that. So we stay at Universal for 5 days, and then the other 10, 11 days we've been staying at a DVC resort. And then when we go down during Christmas week, we strictly stay at Disney. We know that there's high potential for the parks to get closed,
right?
So that's why we want to stay there, and then we choose a value resort.
Yep.
Because we feel like we're not going to be in the room.
We're not going to use the pool or anything because it might be warm enough, but not warm enough for me to go in the pool and come out. I mean, it's good when you're in there, but when you come out, forget it. It's cold.
Yeah.
So. And we don't want to spend time. That's more for a summer thing.
Yeah, and then we still do some. We'll go to Universal for a day or two during Christmas time, but we'll just drive down there and deal with it that way.
Do a day thing there. Yeah.
And we've stayed at, I don't know, what did you say, 70-80% of the resorts at Disney, right? There's very few that we haven't done, but we're hoping to get to all of them. Especially now that we're DVC members.
And I mean, we don't mind staying in the value. I mean, the rooms are smaller, but the thing that I noticed the most, which you're going to get a kick out of it, is the toilet paper. The toilet paper in the value resorts is that cheap toilet paper they have inside the parks. And then if you stay in the deluxe, it's not fancy toilet paper, but it's just like the
two-ply.
It's a 2-ply quilted one, so it makes a difference. I don't know why they do that, but that's the difference I found. But and the room size too, and the amenities. But when we stay in the value, I bring my own toilet paper.
All right.
Did they have any other questions?
I did. I can go look for what the other questions are. Is there anything else that you'd like to share, or
what about ourselves? Or what
I think anything.
I don't know. What else should I say?
Let me get to the questions, and I think that will spur more questions that we can share with you. So let me get to those questions right now. All right. So we have a question here from Eddie Matt. Let's see here. What does he want? What is your favorite Disney park?
Mine?
Yes.
Well, for the atmosphere, I like Epcot. I do. I think I found it more relaxed. There's no stress in Epcot, you know. I just like walking around the country. But I like the rides at Magic Kingdom. But it's always so crowded.
But what's your favorite park?
Epcot.
So you'd rather be at Epcot?
Yeah. Yeah.
So my favorite park is actually Magic Kingdom. I love all the rides there. A lot of my favorite rides are there. I can get there at rope drop, and I can stay past closing. And we're notorious for staying past closing. I love to see the Kiss Goodnight. I think you and our daughter have trouble staying up, but my son and I, we have no problem.
I like it. But just for crowd-wise, it's always crowded because everyone, if they have one day to pick, they're going to all go to Magic Kingdom. So it seems like it's but I mean, that doesn't bother you, but...
Yeah, but I navigate in the Magic Kingdom pretty well. But I think that's going to change. I think when Star Wars Galaxy Edge opens, I think I might start liking Hollywood Studios. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking... I'm hoping what I'm really hoping is we're missing the opening in Hollywood Studios by 10 days, but I'm hoping they have soft openings on the annual pass preview when we're down there. Fingers crossed. But if not, we will be spending a lot of time there at Christmas time. Mm-hmm. So, but right now for me, it's Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
All right. So here's a question from Queen of the Mansion. Her question is, what is your top favorite ride? So what's your favorite ride in all the Disney parks?
Big Thunder Mountain.
Why?
I just like it.
Because it's the wildest ride.
It's the wildest ride in the wilderness. Yes. I don't know. I just like it because I'm not a big roller coaster person, but I like fast and curves and stuff, but I don't like big drops. So that's my kind of roller coaster. You know, because like Hulk at Universal, no. Or whatever that Rip Rocket thing, no. But but I even like Everest too. It's not too bad of a drop, you know. But fast I like, but not, you know. Woo.
So I think this is a hard one for me because I love Pirates, I love Haunted Mansion, I love Space Splash, Big Thunder. Rock and Roll Roller Coaster. I like Everest. I like, but if I Soaring, Test Track, love all those, and it's hard for me to rank all those. But I think my top ride is going to be Flight of Passage at Animal Kingdom.
I forgot about that.
That is my absolute favorite. I'm not an Avatar fan. I really thought Disney wasn't going to do it justice. I was worried about that. But when I went there for the first time, I just fell in love with it. And Flight of Passage, I mean, just...
Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm thinking of old school rides, but the new ride, that is pretty awesome.
Right, I could keep going on that constantly and never get sick of it. Which we may try, right? There's a DVC after hours party when we're down there in August that we're hoping to get tickets for.
Maybe we get on that a few times.
More than a few times.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's my favorite ride right now. But I think that's going to change once Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens up for me anyway.
Yeah, I like that ride too.
All right. So here's a question from Life with the Langtons. Sorry, I don't pronounce names too well.
We have a Boston accent. Doesn't help.
What are your family's first on a Disney trip? So, like, what's your first park to hit up? First ride? First snack? You know what the first park is. And the last park.
Magic Kingdom. We always start and
that's a tradition. I think that's the flagship park. I want to start there when I can.
And usually when unless we have Fast Pass, we usually start in Fantasyland. Unless we have a Fast Pass for something else, right? That's what. If we get there early, we usually start.
Well, with the kids, we always started in Fantasyland.
Yeah.
So I'd say Magic Kingdom is always the first park, and it's the last park. I love ending there. First rides, whatever's the shortest to be actually honest with you.
Well, whatever we have Fast Pass for, or it's
the shortest line.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to wait. My philosophy is, I want to wait less than an hour. We've been there so many times. I'm not going to wait an hour to go on a ride.
Right.
So like, if I can't go on Peter Pan's flight,
we don't go on it.
We just don't go on it. I'll wait to next time.
Yeah.
I will not wait an hour for Big Thunder Mountain, or I want to enjoy myself, and I don't want to. For me, I don't want to waste time in line. For newer attractions, I have a little higher of a threshold. But for instance, Flight of Passage, we've never gone through the queue.
No.
I think we did Rope Drop.
We did
last time, hoping at Rope Drop that I think it was early magic hours that I could get through the queue and see it.
Yep.
Nope. They cut you off, so I didn't bypass all that. So
we did go through the standby line, but where they cut us through, you didn't go through the lab part, and that's what you wanted to go through.
But that was only a 40-minute.
No, and then we were walking the whole time because it was before Fast Pass was allowed in. So it was pretty much, I would say walk on, but we had to keep walking. It took 40 minutes from the gate of Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, all the way to the ride. But it was moving, so it didn't seem long.
Yep.
There's nothing worse than just standing there and not moving. That's what I hate. That's why I used to like the old school before Fast Passes, because you were always walking and moving. You felt like you were getting somewhere. You might have been in it a long time, but you were moving, so it felt like you were getting somewhere.
What about first snack? I'm not sure. We really don't snack.
No.
I've been on trips where I didn't have, I like eating ice cream. I like getting the Mickey bars, but sometimes I just forget, or I sometimes get too cheap, like you guys like to say.
Yeah. Sometimes we don't eat all day. I was like, we didn't eat today.
As long as I have my coffee, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. But first snack? Oh, but you know what? Probably popcorn.
Popcorn or those cheeseburger egg rolls.
Egg rolls,
Remember we had those by the kids.
Those are not in the morning snack, but...
Oh, yes they are. Well, if you haven't tried those and the macaroni, the bacon mac and cheese.
Yeah, they're little egg rolls. They sell, those are in Adventureland?
Adventureland,
right outside of Pirates.
Right after the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, the Jungle Cruise.
So it's after the Jungle Cruise, right before you get to Pirates.
Where the stroller parking is, it's right over there. Yeah.
I will say I've heard that those cheeseburger egg rolls don't taste as good anymore, but they do have them at the
dessert party.
Happily Ever After dessert party. We were surprised when we did.
Because it was usually just desserts. And then they started having cheese and crackers. I'm like, ooh, because I was like...
that was dinner.
Yeah,
I didn't...
Yeah, because we didn't eat dinner. And I'm like, we're not really dessert people. We'll eat them occasionally, but that's sugar overload. I just can't do it. But now they have the cheeseburger. I'm like, oh, we actually have substance to eat, All
right, so that's what the questions we get online, but let me keep going on this. What's your favorite restaurant that you've...
My favorite restaurant, probably... there's so many at Epcot that I like. But I think my favorite is Tipanito. And I had to take... it took me years to get him to try it because he's like, oh, it's Japanese. It's by fish. I don't like it. I'm like, no, it's not, And now it's one of his favorite too, right? I would say. You like it.
That's not my favorite.
It's not your favorite, but you like it.
I like it, yes. Yeah. I think my favorite is California Grill.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
My wallet doesn't like it. Especially now.
That too.
Especially now we get a grown boy.
He eats as much as you do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the food there. I love the view and being able to watch the fireworks from there. We celebrated anniversaries there.
Yep.
Which was great. I even think last summer we ate there, and we usually all get the filet mignon steak.
Yeah.
And that's usually like $55 a plate. But at the time, I think they had a special seasonal cowboy steak.
Yeah.
That was $75. And I remember our son wanted to get the cowboy steak. Right? He's about just meat right now. No vegetables. I don't even think he cares about the potatoes.
No.
But I just kind of told him, I'm not paying that much money for you to get a cowboy steak.
Well, this is from a kid that never ate meat when he was little.
But I got the cowboy steak.
Yeah.
And then he was seeing the cowboy steak, like, waiters bringing it to other places, and he was just like, oh. I would say, I think California Grill's my favorite.
Yeah.
What about quick service? Do you have a favorite quick service that you like to eat at?
I don't know. I mean, not maybe for the food wise, but I like to eat at Columbia House. I just like the atmosphere in there. It's always a lot of seats. You know what I mean? I'm like, go there so many times that I'm sick of the quick service food. You know what I mean? The same chicken nuggets and burgers. It's like, So usually there I'll get the fish and chips there. They're not too bad. Not as good as the one in Rose and Crown, but I mean, it's okay.
I think for me, I would have to say at Animal Kingdom, you have that quick service right next to Yak and Yeti, where you can get the fried rice and the egg rolls. And I know they have the honey teriyaki chicken, and I think there's a couple other flavors. I'd say that's probably my spot. I like Yak and Yeti. We've done it before. But if I want a quick service version, I know it's not as good, but
I like that too. But the only problem is it's like outside, and if it's raining, and then like there's never any seats because there's people just park there and they're not even eating.
You like AC?
Yeah, I like AC. Be inside, and there's birds all around. I just, So sometimes we even get that stuff. It comes in like the little to-go containers, and we'll just take it back and eat it at the hotel. We've done that before too.
All right. What about this? Who's your favorite Disney character that you have not met?
Probably Maleficent. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, Maleficent's your favorite villain, right?
Yeah, my favorite villain.
And who's your favorite character?
I don't know. But when I was younger, it was Winnie the Pooh. But now, I don't know. And it's not Mickey and Minnie. I mean, I like them, but they're not my favorite. I like Belle from a princess. But I don't know.
I'm old school. It's Mickey all the way.
Yeah. The Fab Five.
Yeah. I can't get enough of them. I don't know if I have a favorite character that I haven't met with. Because we did a lot. I mean, we get to see Scrooge McDuck, Quack McDuck.
From the DuckTales.
Yeah. So, probably the character I really would love to see is the genie from Aladdin.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right. For me, I love the genie, and I'd love to be able to meet the genie and have a picture with them.
Yeah.
Not
the Will Smith genie, the other, the cartoon genie.
So talking about characters, remember what happened at Animal Kingdom? So you know how they had the Donald Duck's Dino Bash?
Yes.
And they had all the special characters, and Daisy Duck was there, right?
Yeah.
And she's acting like she loves me, wants to take me away from you.
Yeah. And he goes, "Thanks, Minnie," and she's like, "Minnie!" No, but she didn't talk. But she's like, she was all mad. She was mad.
But in defense, I didn't have coffee that morning. I was tired.
You kept calling her Minnie. I'm like, oh my.
Yeah, you asked me if I really knew my Disney characters. So, how many times do you think we've been to Disney? So I think we started when our daughter was 3. So she's been there for 16 years. I think we've probably been close to 30 times.
Yep.
With the kids, and I know we've been a few times before the kids.
Yeah. My first time, I was 2 in 1972.
I think I was 18 or 20.
Yep. I went because my uncle was a chef at the Polynesian at the time, so we stayed with them, and that's my first time I went.
Right. So I know we kept talking about Disney, but what's your favorite ride at Universal? because we do love Universal. And I'm going to put a plug. If you guys are interested in water parks, definitely check out Volcano Bay. We're not big, we like water parks. Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon are okay. I like Aquatica, but it's a little far out for me to want to go and then have to drive back. But we love Volcano Bay.
Yeah. I love the because you wear the, what is it called? It whatever it is, I don't know. The little wrist thing, and you can, when you see the you go to the ride and then you tap your little
tapu,
that's it. And then it tells you, when to come back. So you can go do other things. You go on the lazy river or a wave pool or get something to eat, and then it says, "Oh, time to ride." Then you go back, and you don't have to. Yep. It's like kind of like a fast pass, which is great. So you're not standing out there in the heat and burning up, So I like that. And there also was like a path you could walk through the volcano and all sorts of, steam and water misters. It was neat, and the food's not that bad either.
So what's your favorite ride? So I can start.
Okay.
So mine's Escape from Gringotts.
Oh yeah.
I love that ride.
Yeah.
I take a lot of video and pictures of the Gringotts dragon.
Yeah.
I think it drives my wife crazy because I try to get every single different angle I can.
We'd be there like maybe 2 hours just waiting for the dragon to go. But every angle is like, okay, I gotta get this way.
Oh, I gotta do it underneath.
This side and this side, and I'm like, oh my god,
But I think that ride's my favorite.
Yeah.
I like Forbidden Journey as well, but it messes me when I start going back on my back. I don't personally like that, so that's why
it gets me too dizzy.
For me, it's Escape from Gringotts.
Yeah, like that. I don't know. What's my favorite?
Mummy.
Oh, I like Mummy. That's...
E.T.
Yeah, I like E.T., but E.T.
Shrek.
is so no, no Shrek. I don't know. Oh, or what? Spider-Man. No, that Spider-Man's not my favorite. I like.
That's our son trying to give cues to my wife because he likes Spider-Man.
What about what's the one?
Pluto's.
No, the Minions, right?
Despicable Me.
Despicable Me.
So what's your favorite?
I don't know. I don't know.
Men in Black.
No, not Men in Black.
What's your favorite place to eat?
I don't know.
Simpsons.
We're hearing from the peanut gallery back there. I don't know. No, I like to eat The Simpsons as quick service, but
sit down. I mean,
I can't remember.
I think for me, if I had to do quick service, I think it's the 3 broomsticks.
Oh yeah.
We've had breakfast there, and usually what we do is we get 2 of the big platters and we share it amongst 4 of us, and that usually works out well for our family. Yeah. And I think even for lunch or the dinner options with fish, I think they had shepherd's pie kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I forget what else they had, but I know we've enjoyed that. So I'd say for me, quick service, it's 3 broomsticks. Mm-hmm. Probably for dinner, I'd have to say, for me, it might be Hard Rock. I know it seems weird, but I just always felt the service is always great there. Mm-hmm. We've tried the chocolate emporium.
Yeah.
It was okay for I don't know. I mean, eating chocolate bread.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay.
NBC Grill's okay, but to me, I can get that type of food anywhere, and it was nothing memorable. So I think right now it would have to be Hard Rock for me.
Yeah.
I think for you it's probably Bubba Gump's.
Because I like the shrimp.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you liked doing that Forrest Gump trivia there.
Yeah, because I know the trivia. I don't know how I know it all, but I do.
Right. So
but I didn't take my favorite ride. Did I?
I don't think you know what your favorite ride is.
No.
You just go along for the ride.
Yeah, I just go. I know what I don't like, but but I like most of them. Just the big roller coasters I don't like.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with our followers?
I don't know.
So maybe that's all that we have to share for right now. At least that's what we can think of.
But you can always put questions in the comments if you had anything else, and we can
answer them that way.
Later video.
We'll answer them in the comments.
Yeah.
Right. But hopefully now you know a little bit more about us. We're vlogging because we just want to share our love of just going on family adventures.
Yep.
And we know there's a lot of Disney and Universal people out there. We love seeing their pictures and videos. And I know we used to share our videos and pictures, but life. We didn't have time with life changes. It's still busy, but not quite as much. So I think we're back in the mood of sharing and trying to become vloggers. So we plan on our trips to actually try vlogging. So
right. And like watching other people's videos, that's how you get information and ideas. And because when you're doing a Disney or Universal, especially Disney, you have to plan your day. It's like, it's not, like you can't just go to the park. You can, but you have to, plan your fast passes, your reservations, because that stuff runs out. You have to kind of plan. So it helps to see what people's tips are and stuff like that.
And you can ask us tips. We've been plenty of times. We've done, I think, just about every single dessert party there is. We're starting to, we've done the Hollywood Studios party, which we will have a link up on top if you want to see our review of that. We have the Halloween party. We've done the Christmas party. We're trying to do different experiences. We've even done the Africa. Was it that Wild Africa Trek?
Yep.
Tour at Animal Kingdom,
which was awesome.
Maybe I can put a video of that, but we've been trying to do these different things.
Something different every trip to make it something special and something, different that, it's not always the same thing, same hotel, because we stay at different hotels and eat at different restaurants. We do some of the same things too, but we like to mix it up a little bit so it doesn't become routine. Because it seems like every time we're down there, no matter, there's so many things to do, but you always find something different every time. You're like, oh, I didn't know this was here,
Oh, there's a hidden Mickey.
Yeah, or there's like...
Remember the one at Coronado Springs.
Yep.
So if you want tips, we will offer our advice. I think sometimes just getting advice or knowing what other people are doing and finding what other people are doing, just take it all in.
I call him the Disney Whisperer because it seems like he knows, he plans it so well, and even when we eat, it's like we go and eat, and then that's when it downpours, and then when we're done eating, it's sunny. So it's like,
and the park's empty by that time,
and they're all gone. And it seems like every time he knows, like he'll look at the sky. He's like, okay, it's time to eat. We're going to eat, and then it's downpouring. Everyone's soaked and everything. We're just eating and enjoying, and then we go out and it's clearing up, and then the park is empty. So that's why I call him the Disney Whisperer.
All right. So, with that being said, please subscribe. If you want to enjoy these videos, you want to see more of that, just keep subscribing because we're going to keep coming out with new content. I think right now we're doing every Tuesday and Friday. I am trying to get out bonus videos over the weekend. I just don't want to promise those. I may increase the frequency once we can get more material and we can just get in the habit of doing these vlogs.
Yeah,
right?
just get used to it.
But just keep subscribe, share our channel, follow us on Twitter, and even follow us on Instagram. I'll put all those down below, and it'll be in the description as well if you want to follow us at some of those other social media outlets. You have other questions you want us to answer, you want to know about us, again, just put it in the comments. Anything you want, we try to answer every comment there is. So I think that being said, right?
Yep. I think thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.